Okay, guys, welcome in this new Fractal tutorial session. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, guys. I am really proud to show this these presets because I like it so much. Just a moment, I want to search it on my web store. Yeah. Okay. NF Rectifiers. Rectifiers. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. You can find it also on this QR code. Rectifier. So very nice. I like it. Based on the very famous Dual Rectifier and some other Mesa amps. This is, let's say, my all-star patch dedicated to the Mesa amplifier, the Dual Rectifier family, mainly. 2-channel, 3-channel, there are different models in the amp list of Fractal. And I did a selection of 4 of my best, in my opinion, Dual Rectifier distorted amp and 4 clean amp. Clean are not rectifier, are different, but I select in total 8 amps, 4 distorted and 4 clean. Very, very nice. Well, let's go to see the patch. Okay, here it is. Okay, I can show you in the... Of course, if you have any questions, you can put the questions on the chat. Even if it is in English, you can also write down in Italian, sorry. And also, if you see this live after the live stream, you can put your questions in the comment below the video. Well, I go to show you the structure of this preset. First of all, start from the input. Okay, input compressor. Compressor, it is a studio compressor. I use it for the clean sound. Okay, stop the music. For the clean sound, like this. Also to limit the peak of the click sound. Okay. Then you have the possibility, this is my workaround, to use the single volume pedal on pedal 1 to use both volume function or wah function in the same pedal, with the same pedal. So how is possible? You can create 2 different blocks. One is the volume, one is the wah. Okay, as you can see, maybe I have to calibrate the pedal. Okay, yes, it's not calibrated because it doesn't reach the 10. It doesn't matter at the moment. And you have this block is an amplex block that is like a selector, and you can decide by the scenes how input you select. In this case, it is row 2. Row 2 means this row 2, so the volume is selected. On the channel B, you select the row 3, means the wah. So the signal pass on the wah, only on the wah, not in the volume, and go to the rest of the rig. It is very simple. So this preset is really open to use. It's not a fixed person. Every of my presets are a template where you can design your own sound in terms of equalization, of course, in terms of effect on and off. And you can create the scenes, you can swap the scenes, you can do everything you want. Okay, my recommendation is when you download the preset, save it, backup it. Okay, in the way that if you do something wrong, you can recover the initial solution. But the main target of my preset is not only to give you a ready-to-use solution. Maybe yes, but the intention is to offer you the possibility to adopt, let's say, my philosophy to build the rig. So then you can select and you can assign the wah or volume or any scenes. For example, the scenes 1 use the row number 2, means channel A. The scenes number 2 use the row 3, means wah, nothing else. Of course, you can also add the whammy bar, for example, the whammy pedal, for example, and you can add row 4. Okay? You can put in parallel. It is like a selector. You can decide which row you get the signal, and it is pretty easy. Okay, then we have 2 standard effects, nothing special. The phaser, okay, if you want, you can also delete. The drive, it is not necessary for these presets, but if you want an extra boost, I offer you the possibility to use the T808 mod version, the Tube Screamer, to give a boost, especially on the mid-range and high mid-range frequencies. Because this preset is also available for FM3 and FM9, due to the amount of power needs for this preset, I have to cut the drive and phaser on the other units. Okay, why there is so big consumption? Because there are to offer you the possibility to select 8 different amp with 8 different cabinet. I have designed these circuits. There is this amp, it is dedicated to the distortion amp with his cabinet, and this is for the clean amp with his cabinet. In reality, the cabinet are equal, okay? So you can also do this, for example, and cut this cabinet. But because it is a template, I want to offer you the possibility to tweak inside the cabinet and select different cabinet or other selection. So it is let's say a spreadsheet where you can start to design your favorite presets based on Mesa amplifier. Okay, so there is the distorted amp. There are 4 different amp. There is the Tordental vintage. Tordental is it is also a dual rectifier version with some modification. You can go to the wiki Fractal and you can check on the amp list, and you can see that Tordental, it is an extra version of a dual rectifier. Very, very nice. So this is the version, the vintage version. As like the dual rectifier, you have the vintage model and also the modern model. So 2 different voices for the same amp. The scene 2 or channel B, as you prefer, you have the Tordental, the modern version. On the channel C, mean scene 3, sorry. It is the Recto 2 red vintage. Recto 2 means because on the wiki Fractal you can see 2 kinds of rectifier amp. One is the Recto 1. It is the dual channel version. Recto 2, it is the 3 channel version, and the sound is a bit different. This is the reason that I select this for a dual rectifier amp. Well, okay, this is the red vintage, Recto 2 vintage, and the last, it is the orange modern sound. If we go to the cleaner, we have some different. The scene number 5, it is the Mark 5 green channel. Okay. Then we have the pre-clean, the USA pre-clean channel, and this is, to me, it is my favorite. This is the clean channel of the Mesa Boogie 3-axis preamp. I love it. I own it some times ago, and this is a fantastic unit. Then we have the Mark IV Rhythm 1. That means it is a clean channel. Okay, and in the last, I offer a different amp. It is a USA Metro Blues amp. It is a totally different, clean. It is most on the crunch area. I love it, and I offer it in this preset. So you can decide, okay, to select a different amp, and you can create your own scenes. About the cabinet, I use the Dynacab. There are two different options. So this is not. This is my favorite selection and my favorite configuration, but you can also select a different cabinet, and you can, of course, different tweaks. There are two cabinets. One is the Rectus length with the dynamic one, this means SM57 microphone, and you can also activate the Royer 121 microphone. It is absolutely up to you. I prefer to stay only with the SM57 cabinet. Then, okay, in some scenes, we have the B channel, where I use the Recto Strike. It is the Strike cabinet, also with the dynamic microphone, and you have also the possibility to activate the ribbon microphone. Of course, try to use this preset as you want, and try to select a different microphone, for example, and select a different position of the microphone spots. It is, as I told you, it is a template. But, okay, I, of course, select before some combinations. Then there is the multi-band compressor. I love it because I use it in two different ways. One is like equalization. One is, and the other one is to maximize the signals. That means that I, instead to cut the bass frequencies or the high frequencies, I try to use the compressor. I will show you how is the effect. So the signal of the guitar is much more consistent, is really tight, and especially in the mix, like you heard before on that song, where there are a lot of sound, there is a wall of sound. It is necessary to tighten the sound of the guitar in the proper way. So to avoid too much bass frequencies, but you don't want to have a thin sound, you can use the multi-band compressor, and you can select you can decide to work on the low frequency, the mid frequency, and high frequency. I suggest you to try to play with this block. It is really interesting because you can get a very optimized guitar signal. Most of the question of the guitar play is how I can put the guitar in the mix. This is a good method because you have a really tight sound. Okay, really consistent. You have not too much bass frequency, too much high frequency. You can tighten the signal in the really audio professional way. And I know the sound engineer will be happy if you use this kind of multi-compressor. Okay. Then I have the volume, but it is only a boost for the lead sound, nothing else. You already know this. And I also add this block. It is the doubler block. I use this block to split the signal, to add to the original signal another delayed signal about only 10 milliseconds to create the dubbing effect. It is, instead to use the enhancer, I prefer to use the delay, this delay. Okay. Then there is a send to wrap around the row. Okay. Then I have the pitch, I use as the tune. I don't use the chorus, you know, I use the tune. I have the delay. I use the dual delay. I like so much to have this delay because it is a delay where I split the signal in two signal, left and right. Left is 400 millisecond, and left and right is 600 millisecond. It is, let's say, the typical golden ratio to have the. It is this is it gives a lot of a big contribution. Let me show you. Okay. Give a lot of contribution to spread the signal in a stereo way. So you can. I love every time to have the delay, really hard panel the left and right with the different repetition. And in this case, I love this ratio between the left and right, 400 milliseconds and 600 milliseconds. Try it. It is very nice. You have also two possibilities, as you can see here. The A channel, it is 21%, and there is the B channel. It is the mix goes to 8.7. So you can select two different amount of delay for every scenes. Okay. I use the kill dry, of course. So I don't use anymore the level to control the amount of the parallel effect. I start to use the kill dry. Okay, and at the end you have the plexi and the plexi verb to have a really wide reverb, especially for such a kind of music like heavy metal, modern metal, powercore, and so on. Thank you, Nicolas. And at the end, you have the classic reverb. It's very wide. If it is too much reverb, you can reduce the time to 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, and also the mix. Okay, I try to show you what is the sound starting from the clean. Okay, let me select the scene. So starting from the clean number 5. Pay attention. This is the XFX3 version. The FM3 version is split in two different presets. One is for distorted, one is for the clean. But now it is pretty easy due to the gapless, you can select the presets and scenes as you want, of course. And of course, you don't see the phaser, the driver, and the plex delay. Maybe I don't remember exactly. But this is, for example, for the FM9. For FM9, you can find two different presets. One is for FM9 standard, and one is for FM9 turbo. Turbo let me the possibility to use the plex verb. Okay. Okay. So let's start to listen the scene number 5. It is the Mark V green. I wanted to show you I can switch off the doubler delay. Okay, this is the preset as it is. Oh, let's switch on also the multi-compressor. So you can hear what is the base of the sound. I love this on this guitar. The middle pickup is fantastic. So the clean is amazing. Neck pickup. Okay. Or the bass sound is really nice to me. And this is really important, guys. When you create the sound, the important thing it is the bass is consistent. As you can see, I never use the EQ block because I prefer to dedicate most of the time to tweak the cabinet, the amp block, and so on. Then, if you make the final adjustment, you can also use the EQ. But mainly, I suggest you to start from the two main block, amp and cabinet, and the guitar reverb, nothing else. The sound has to be great in any case. So let's use the compressor. As you can see, it's not a so big compressor. It is only to limit the peak. Okay, let's switch on the doubler delay. I love it. Okay, then we can switch on the multi-band compressor. And you can hear what is what kind of punchy sound. So the sound is really tight, it's square sound. Okay, so we can go to the pre-clean sound. Let's switch off for the moment. I wanted to show you the same condition without any effects on. Okay, this is the pre-clean. I love it. You can use it like a jazzy sound. You can adjust the gain. As you can see, with the humbucker pickup, it is a bit distorted, but with the single coil is perfect. So let's switch on the pitch, the delay, and also the plex verb. Amazing, guys. It's really, really one of the best clean sound I've heard. Okay, so let's go to the C number 7. It is the Mark IV clean. Let's switch off the plex verb. So the voice is pretty similar, of course. Switch off the pitch. Session player, too much effect. As I told you before, you can start from the beginning. This is only a template. You can select any effect and you can tweak any effect as you desire. But I suggest you to listen very, 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 very well the song I played before, because I have a lot of effects, but in the mix of the sound, these effects are really, really nice and, as I can say, very, very nice mixed with the song. So never say nothing. How can I explain? My English is sorry for this. There is a big difference when you heard the sound alone and you heard the sound in the mix. The most common mistake from the guitar player is to consider the sound only as it is alone. Alone means nothing. Means nothing. You have to. The advanced guitar player, the new generation of guitar player, have to think in advance what is the final result. If you stay on what you heard alone, you have the old generation of the guitar player. This is my idea, of course. When I create my sound, I want to create a sound that is already already ready to use for the FOH, for the mixer, for the registration, for the recording, and so on. It's not a sound because listen to how many basses, incredible. Because every sound engineer, the first thing is to cut everything under 120 Hertz. So your bass frequency go out. Okay? And also the effects, it is the same. Okay, but I will show you later on. Perfect. This is the clean sound. And let's start from the C number 1, the Tordental vintage sound. Okay, this is the Tordental. I can show you what is the difference if you put in or out the multi-band compressor. This is the sound, maybe you like it, because there is too many basses, but this bass is too much to me. And the multi-band compressor helps to reduce the basses, but keep the sound at the maximum level. You have not any more. There is a big difference. Okay, it is a big difference. There is a question from Mutel. Marco, is possible to use the multicamp as the only compressor in the rig? Not properly. It is a different use of the compressor. The first compressor, it is a typical guitar compressor to limit the peak and also to give the sustain on the original guitar sound. You can think about the funk, the funky guitar, or the Gilmour sound, and so on. The multi-compressor, it is much more. It is a compressor that works on a specific frequency, so you can emphasize or you can attenuate the desired frequency, but not as EQ. As a compressor, it is much more efficient. So the final result is the multi-compressor helps you to keep the volume of the sound. The feeling is you have much more volume, but it's not true, because the RMS, the average of the signal, it is pretty the same. The multi-camp compressor helps you to cut the undesired frequencies, okay, and keep the core of the guitar sound. You can hear the sound is much more on focus. Especially on heavy metal, power core, and so on, you need the guitar as on a fixed position, and otherwise you lose the guitar sound in the mix. Okay, so let's go to the Tordental modern. There is also the pitch here. I can show you the difference between the vintage and modern. Vintage has a much more mid-range sound frequency. If you switch off the delay and reverb, you have a Okay, if I switch off the compressor multicam. You can see the look on the level here. When I switch on and off the multi-compressor, the level doesn't change so much. Change only on the bus frequency, but when the multi-compressor is off. And you can, the feeling is you have more volume, but this is not true. This is the effect of the multi-compressor. So give you more signal in the frequency you need, especially compress the bus frequency in a manner that the bus is not. They are not cut; are only reduced. It is different of the equalization because with the equalizer, with the equalizer, you only attenuate such kind of frequency. Always. The compressor reduce the bus frequency or certain frequency only when the frequency exceeded the threshold value. When you play down, okay, softly, the bus frequency is raised up. It is a dynamic equalization. Okay, much more efficient. So let's go to the modern red vintage. And this is my favorite for the lead sound because it is there are much more mid frequencies, and the sound to me is very nice for the lead. And at the end, the orange. You can decide to use the pitch. Okay, on channel B you have 25% of mix. On channel A you have 100%. I use these settings for the clean channel. Okay, that's all. I hope you like this tutorial, and if you like it, please put a like on the video. If you have any question, write down the question on the below the video. And as usual, this preset is available on my store. You have the link on the below the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time. Hi guys. I can say you ciao with the song. Okay. Yeah.